Welcome to your Beginning Algebra online lecture. A couple of hints for you as you're watching these videos. Number one, fill out your notes while you watch it, just like you would if you were in class. Number two, don't multitask. Don't be checking your email or doing something else at the same time you're doing this. Number three, pause if you need to. That's the nice part about this. You can do it at your own speed. Number four, go back or fast forward if you need to. That's the nice part about this. You can make it whatever you need to. If you need it to go slower, faster, go forward, or go backward, you can do so. Good luck, and we'll see you in class. Do this section first. Pause the video now. Do this section first, and then unpause when you finish. So first off, we are simplifying these expressions. These are expressions because they have no equal sign. To finish the problem will be just to make them more simple. So the first thing is to distribute this -4. Be careful, don't do 2 minus 4 first. We have to multiply before we subtract. -4 times -2x is positive 8x. -4 times positive 3 is -12. Bring down your 2. Now that we've multiplied, we can add like terms. Positive 8x. And then we can add together 2 and -12. Think money. Plus 2, you lose 12, so you're 10 in the hole. 8x minus 10. We are adding like terms. 4x and -2x are like terms. 4x and -2x. Again, think money. Had 4, lost 2. Now I have 2x. 8y, -9y. Again, think money. I had 8, I lost 9, I'm now 1 in the hole. So -1y or -y. Notice I don't usually write the 1. I just leave it as 2x minus y. However, it would not be wrong to put 2x minus 1y. 2 times -3x. I don't need to use the distributive property since there's no adding or subtracting. 2 times -3 is, so it's -6x. These, I'm going to solve these equations. So I'm actually going to end up with an answer. X equals something. First thing, you cannot just have a negative sign here. It has to be x equals. So think of this as -1 times x. So to undo multiplying by -1, we'll divide both sides by -1. X equals a positive divided by a negative is -7. That's my answer. To undo adding -2, you have to look at the 2 and in front of it is a minus sign. So to undo that, I'm actually going to add 2 to both sides. We want -2 and +2 to add up to be 0 to leave x by itself. We want x by itself. So then -2 plus 2 is 0. Bring down the x. Bring down the equals. 7 plus 2 is 9. X equals 9. Here, I want to undo timesing by 10. So I'll divide both sides by 10. This cancels. X equals, be careful here, a common wrong answer I see is 2. But this is actually 1/2. When the smaller number is on top, 5/10, that reduces to 1/2 or 0.5. Remember, in showing these problems, I am not only concerned about seeing the answer, the x equals. What I'm actually teaching and testing on is that you can show the work. That's what I want to see. On Tuesday, we talked about solving one-step equations, where you just had to undo what had been done to the x. Kind of like the example questions from the notes. So today we're going to look at two-step equations like this. 3x minus 7 equals 5. You always start on the side that has the x in it. So we're going to start on the left side. And we want to undo minusing 7 and undo timesing 3. So how do we know what to do first? I like to think of this shoe example. So if you start with your foot and you're going to get it ready for the day, you start with your foot, and the first thing you do is you put your sock on. And then next, you put your shoe on. And your foot's ready. So now if you're going to do that process backwards, what do you do first? Do you take your sock off first? No, you have to undo in the opposite order. So the first thing that you have to do is do shoe off. And then you have to do sock off. So if we think of this the same way, we had an X. What's the first thing, order of operation, that happened to that X? Well, it got times by 3. And then order of operation would tell us that we would subtract 7 next, and that would leave us with 5. So to undo this, we're going to undo things in the opposite order. So first we'll add 7, and then we'll divide by 3. So you actually work kind of opposite order of operation. We want to undo the last thing first. So the first thing we'll do, we have minus 7. To undo that, we will add 7 to both sides. So this is gone. Bring down your equals. 5 plus 7 is 12. Then we will undo timesing 3. So we'll divide both sides by 3. So x is equal to 4. Remember, I'm not teaching you the answer. I'm teaching you these steps. Remember, showing the steps correctly is what I am looking for more so than the answer. So I want to undo what's been done to x. So my first step is to add 7 to both sides. That will undo subtracting 7. So I bring down my 3x, bring down the equals, think money, 19 in the hole, win 7 back, so now I am negative 12. Next step, undo timesing by 3. So divide both sides by 3. X equals a negative divided by a positive is negative 4. Again, check your work, not so much the answer. Start on the side that has the x. We're going to undo that multiplication last. First we have to get rid of this 12. It's a positive 12. Remember, this negative sign goes with the 5x. So I will subtract 12 from both sides. Think money, 7 and negative 12 is negative 5 equals, that's gone, negative 5x. Don't forget that negative sign. Second step, I want to undo timesing by negative 5. So I will divide both sides by 5. By negative 5, sorry. That cancels. Bring down your x. Bring down your equals. Negative 5 divided by negative 5 is positive 1. Notice it doesn't matter in the answer if I have x equals the answer or the answer equals x. It just depends what side your x starts on. Also, if that bugged you, you could change it around and write x equals 1. Next problem. I'll get rid of this timesing last. The first thing I want to get rid of is this 10. It's a positive 10. So to undo it, I will subtract 10 from both sides. 10 and negative 10 adds up to be 0. So I have positive 5m equals 0 and negative 10 makes negative 10. Then I want to undo timesing by 5. So I divide both sides by 5. M equals negative 10 divided by negative 10 divided by 5. Negative divided by a positive is a negative 2. Start on the side with the variable. Undo what's been done to the variable. I'll get rid of that timesing last. First I have to get rid of this positive 11. Remember, the negative goes with the 4n. It's part of that term. So this is a positive 11, so I'll subtract it from both sides. 3 and negative 11, think money, $3. I lose 11, I'm now 8 in the hole. This is gone. Negative 4n. I want to undo timesing by negative 4, so I'll divide both sides by negative 4. N equals negative 8 divided by negative 4, and negative divided by a negative is a positive 2. N equals 2, or 2 equals n. Start on the side with the variable. Undo what's been done to it. I'll get rid of that timesing last. Remember, it's kind of reverse order of operation. So I'll add 2 to both sides. Bring down my 3t. This is gone. Bring down my equals. 0 plus 2 is 2. Notice that when I get to this step, it's almost like I'm starting the problem over. I can almost think that this part of the problem is gone, and it's almost like a new problem. I divide both sides by 3. T equals 2/3. That's supposed to be a t. Okay, start on the side with the variable. Subtract 5 from both sides. 9 minus 5 is 4. Bring down the equals. Bring down the negative 12c. 5 minus 5 is 0, so that's gone. Then I want to undo timesing by negative 12, so I will divide both sides by negative 12. C is equal to, now this is not negative 3, that smaller number's on top. So I have to reduce this fraction. So this is negative 1/3, or negative 0.3 repeats.